Steve Robbins here. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys, quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. Dealing with disagreements quickly and easily will help you move forward as quickly as possible, whether your plans involve deciding on a venue for your new product marketing launch or taking over the world by holding the entire world's supply of fashionable clothes for ransom. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't listened to all your Get It Done Guy episodes, listen again. Your life will be better for it. I'm okay, you're okay. It was the name of a really popular self-help book, and it perpetuates the myth that someone else might be as awesome as you. That's not true, of course. You're the best. But you may have noticed that even the best sometimes gets caught in disagreements with other people. Not only do disagreements call into question your being the best, an absurd proposition, but they can slow things down and make it harder to speed quickly down the wrong path. Down the right path. Surely that's what I meant. Bernice wants rose bouquets as centerpieces at her wedding reception. Caitlin, her able assistant, is insisting on an assortment that doesn't include roses. They're yelling at each other across the greenhouse of Bernice's Green Growing Things plant store. Customers are starting to stare, and the Audrey twos in the back room are licking their lips in anticipation. When you find yourself disagreeing with someone, first calm down and take 5 deep breaths. You won't get anywhere if you're filled with righteous anger. It may play well on the Kardashians, but not in real life. Set a ground rule for yourself to be civil. When people are feeling defensive, they'll take almost anything you say as an attack. When you're feeling angry, almost anything you say will be an attack. Hand me the scissors. I have to cut a piece of string. The Audrey twos are licking their lips again. Plants with lips. Gross. No comments that imply bloodshed, no saying your mother wears combat boots unless it's true, and no implying that you're the best and they're not. You're too good for that. Find the source of the disagreement. Disagreement happens for one of 2 reasons. You disagree about the end goals, or you disagree about the means to get there. Have the discussion. Say, let's check in and find out where we disagree. What's the goal we're trying to reach? And find out if your goals agree or not. Bernice's goal is to have sweet-smelling tables. Caitlin's goal is to keep this wedding from bankrupting Bernice. There is clear goal disagreement. Now ask why for each goal. Keep asking why until you find a common goal. Bernice wants sweet-smelling tables. Why? So I have a wedding with beautiful memories for years to come. Caitlin wants an affordable wedding. Why? So Bernice can remember this wedding as a beautiful memory, not as the event that put her into bankruptcy. We only had to ask why once, and we have a common goal. To make this a wedding Bernice will remember fondly in terms of smell and budget. Also check out the episode, How to Tell Someone They're Wrong. There is a link in this episode's transcript. Now find the disagreement over the means. Sometimes goals are in alignment, but how to reach them may be different. Bernice and Caitlin agree the reception should be held in a beautiful location, but they disagree on how to reach that goal. Bernice wants to use a nearby ski lodge, built by an eccentric industrialist. It's only accessible by hot air balloon. Caitlin is suggesting a country club accessible by walking, car, public transportation, bicycle, and pogo stick. When there's disagreement over the means, it's usually because you each have different ideas about which means is most likely to reach your goal, or it could be that you may be considering additional goals that haven't been stated yet. Ask the other person, why don't you think that my means will be as effective as yours? Notice that since you're the best and you're mature, emotionally intelligent, and anti-fragile, you're diffusing defensiveness by having them poke holes in your plans rather than the other way around. Listen carefully to the answer, and notice whether you have different beliefs about effectiveness or whether new goals are coming out. When Bernice asks Caitlin, why won't the ski lodge be as effective as the country club in being beautiful, Caitlin responds, oh, it will be just as beautiful, but your grandmother's in a wheelchair and won't be able to travel in a hot air balloon. Caitlin is agreeing that both the lodge and the club will reach the goal of a beautiful reception, but wheelchair accessibility is a hidden goal that hadn't come out until now. Also, check out my episode, Gaining Buy-In. There's a link in this episode's transcript. The thought of her grandmother being unable to attend the wedding so instantly reached Bernice's heart that she blubberingly agreed to the country club location, apologizing profusely for her thoughtlessness. As you might want to consider, too, when you've resolved a disagreement, if at any point in the process you've yelled or behaved too emotionally, apologize. It doesn't matter if you were right or wrong. This is about repairing the emotional part of the relationship. Say, I'm sorry I yelled. I'll try to do better next time. And since you're the best, you will. Disagreements can be awkward, especially with someone who doesn't realize that you're the best yet. Stop and breathe. Then, find out whether you disagree over goals or means. Find your common goal, and from there, re-examine your means to find the one most likely to succeed, taking into account as many important factors as possible. Then, apologize if you misbehaved at any point during the process. They'll say, "That's okay. I understand. You're the best." And at last, they see the truth. This is Steve Robbins. Email questions to getitdone@quickanddirtytips.com. I help people who have big, world-changing goals figure out how to reach them and keep moving to make them real. If you want to know more, visit steverobbins.com. That's SteverRobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.